Hare Krishna. Jai Guru. Jayo Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Kunja Bihari Jayo Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Givaradhari Gopi Jana Vallabha Givaradhari Yashodanandana Vraja Jana Ranjana Danandana Yashodanandana Vrajana Ranjana Sanandana Vrajana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Tira Vanachari Jayo Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jayo Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Gaur Premanande Jai Om Vishnupad Parahasparicharya Fruit Success Divine Grace Abhay Charan Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंसचार्य सत श्री श्रीमद् भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर महाराज की जय। श्रीमद् भागवत पुराण की जय। समवेत भक्त वृंद की जय। All glories to the assembled duties. All glories to the assembled duties. All glories to the assembled duties. All glories to Sri Guru and Gauranga. Jai 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 Srila Prabhupada. Jai Srila Vyasdev. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudirayet Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Sloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naistaki. Srimad Bhagavatam Canto 10 Chapter 71 verse 25 and 26. This battery is down. Hare Krishna. Drishtva viklina hridaya. Drishtva viklina hridaye. Krishnam snehena pandava. Krishnam snehena pandava. Chiratristam priyatamam. Chiratristam priyatamam. Saswaji atha puna punam. Saswaji atha puna punam. Drishtva viklina hridayam. Krishnam snehena pandavam. Chiratristam priyatamam. Saswaji atha puna punam. Krishna snehena pandava. Chiradrishtam priyatamam. Saswaji atha puna punam. Krishna Pandava. Chiradrishtam priyatamam. Saswaji atha puna punam. Drishtva viklina hridaya. Krishna snehena pandava. Drishtva viklina hridaya. Krishnam snehena pandava. Chiradrishtam priyatamam. Saswaji atha puna puna. Hare Krishna. Yes, very nice. Like to try? You did? Okay. And different. Drishtvam seeing. Viklina method. Hidaya his heart. Krishnam, Lord Krishna, Snehena, with affection. Pandava, the son of Pandu. Chirad, after a long time. Drishtam, seen. Priyatamam, his dearmost friend. Sasvaji, he embraced him. Atha, thereupon. Puna Puna, again and again. Translation. The heart of King Yudhishthira melted with affection when he saw his dearmost friend Lord Krishna after such a long separation, and he embraced the Lord again and again. Drishtva Viklina. Drishtva seeing Viklina melted Hridaya means heart. Krishnam Snehena Pandava. Pandava saw Krishna with affection. Hare Krishna. Again and again. Puna Puna. 26. Durbhyam pariswajya ramamalayam malalayam mukundagatam nirpritirghata subha lebhe param nirvritam asulochano hishyatanu vishmitalokavihi vibhrama. The eternal form of Lord Krishna is the everlasting residence of the goddess Fortune. As soon as King Yudhishthira embraced him, the king became freed from all contamination of material existence. He immediately felt transcendental bliss and merged in an ocean of happiness. There were tears in his eyes and his body shook due to ecstasy. He completely forgot that he was living in this material world. Hare Krishna. It's very nice. The heart of King Yudhishthira melted with affection when he saw his dearmost friend Lord Krishna after such a long separation, and he embraced the Lord again and again. Hare Krishna. So this is the stage of ecstasy, and when a devotee sees the Lord or his representative or the devotee of Krishna, and devotee should be joyful. So you see here we can see King Yudhishthira melted with affection when he saw his dearmost friend Lord Krishna after such a long separation, and he embraced the Lord again and again. So this is very loving affection between Lord and his devotee. Machita matkata prana bodhayanta parasparam. Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says that the devotees relish speaking about him, discussing about him. Machita matgata prana bodhayanta parasparam. So we heard about the kings who were arrested by Jarasandha, how they're relating their message through the messenger, and how it says, because of our separate attitude, our sinful life, first is verse says about fear, and other three verse says of surrendering, and the third verse is glorifying Krishna, third and fourth and fifth. So three verse. So they were saying, we now wholeheartedly surrender unto you. Similarly, King Yudhishthira, they were the topmost devotees. So that's what Sarva Dharman Parityagyam Am Ekam Sharanam Vraja Aham Tam Sarva Papibhyo Mukshishyami Masuja. Abandon all varieties of religion, just surrender unto you. Unto me, I'll free you from all sinful reaction. So yes, the heart of King Yudhishthira melted with affection. So we also see Krishna. So this beautiful form of Kishore Kishori, Jagannath, Baldev, Shudra, Gaurnitai, and picture of Sitaram, Lakshman, Hanuman, Narsimha Dev, and Shad Goswami and Guru Parampara. So it says, Darshan Matre Pavitre Tumar Gun Just by seeing a pure representative of God, one becomes purified. Reading of scriptures, one becomes purified. Hearing about Krishna, become purified. Srimad Bhagavatam. That's the potency of spiritual sound vibration. Similarly, the heart of King Yudhishthira melted with affection when he saw his dearmost friend. So the example is given that the trees they eat by their feet. The birds, there is a particular type of bird. Uh, it throws its nature call from its mouth, and the fish by their wings they can know how far a big fish is there like that. So they become cautious like that. So nature's arrangement, Srimad Bhagavatam. Okay. Similarly, seeing Krishna, Yudhishthira melted with affection. So affection is natural there in this material world between family, relatives, friends, like that. But that affection, so like in devotees, we give the name as devotees, Krishna Dasa, that different names. So similarly, Ajamil, he was engaged in sinful life whole life, but he kept his son's name Narayana, so he was attached to his son. So this attachment also can, if it's Krishna conscious, it can become Krishna conscious. Another stage of life, brahmachari, grahastha, vanaprastha, sannyas life, one should give up material attachment, like that, bodily attachment. So both way, Krishna conscious benefit. Hare Krishna, this way, that way. Krishna consciousness, all beneficial. Heart of Krishna consciousness means happy. We need devotees, blissful, happy. Hare Krishna. Very nice. Heart of King Yudhishthira melted with affection when he saw his dearmost friend Lord Krishna after such a long separation and embraced the Lord again and again. So that eyes which do not see the beautiful form of the Lord is just like peacock feathers. We can see peacock feathers, but it has eyes, but it cannot see. So this impression, seeing Krishna always, that impression is uh, fixed in our heart like that. So at the time and what our consciousness is, we prepare our mentality according to our consciousness, what we prepare. Bhajan karo, sadhan karo, whatever we do, that's real test at life. So Krishna consciousness is to prepare a life of being Krishna consciousness in all circumstances, in happiness, in distress, in whatever. We hear from Bhagavatam, the great personalities, and they were calling for Krishna in happiness, in lamentation, in separation, in fear, and that the gopis, they were attached to Krishna, always seeing Krishna, remembering Krishna, Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu, chanting, hearing, remembering Krishna. So this is the process. And so we also see with our eyes, but that seeing is not so perfection like that. Like we cannot see the sun with our eyes, or we cannot see our hand also if there is no sun. Sun is just, it's a big disk, like, but it seems as very small like that because our senses are imperfect, our eyes are imperfect. Like an animal, it sees water in the desert and it's running after it. But it's a mirage. In the mirage, there's no water. But the human being can know there's no water in the desert. So human being have a higher consciousness. Human being can develop our Krishna consciousness. Or our seeing is imperfect. So one has to hear from. We have four defects: commit mistakes, our senses are imperfect, cheating, and illusion like that. So these are the defects we all have. So one has to hear from a perfect person. So like a blind man and a blind man walks, both cannot lead another blind man. Then both will fall in the ditch like that. So one has to follow the perfect personality. So then the question comes, when everyone is with four defects, then who is a perfect personality? Everybody has these four defects in this world. Commit mistakes, are human. Our senses are imperfect. There's cheating tendency and illusion. So we have to hear from the scriptures, Krishna, like Krishna, Arjuna heard from Krishna, the most perfect person, and we follow this instruction. That's the path of perfection. Hearing from Krishna, this knowledge. So that's the perfect person. And repeating the verse as it is, like that, without any aversion, in line of disciplic succession. The heart of King Yudhishthira melted with affection when he saw his dearmost friend Lord Krishna after such a long separation, and embraced the Lord again and again. The eternal form of Lord Krishna is the everlasting residence of the goddess of fortune. As soon as King Yudhishthira embraced him, the king became free from all contamination of material existence. He immediately felt transcendental bliss and merged in an ocean of happiness. So, this worshipping the deities, we touch the deities of the Lord, and in that way, one becomes purified. Or just by chanting the holy name of the Lord. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. One becomes purified. So this very beautiful science of Krishna consciousness. Uh, so like sun, we cannot see when it is sunset, but there is sun somewhere. Or when the sun is covered by cloud, uh, sensing there's no sun, like that. But the senses are imperfect. So we have to take knowledge from the perfect source. That's Krishna, the perfect person. And our love for Krishna, it says we have to increase our love for Krishna. Illusion means Maya. Maya is illusion. Maya means affection. But that illusion can be gone when we take Krishna. Like a child has love for his father, but the same child, he goes away from his father, uh, he is in great trouble. Similarly, we are all sons of Krishna. We are all part and parcel of Krishna, but forgetting Krishna, we are in this material world, going repeated cycle of birth, old age, disease. So, taking shelter of Krishna, becoming Krishna consciousness, uh, how we prepare ourselves, we go back, either in this material world or in the spiritual world. If we have desire, like an ant, if you stop in front of an ant, it likes sugar. Like if the ant goes from other way, so even an ant has a desire from a small living to. So if you block his way, sugar is intoxication. Such, so that we have this material body means we have a desire to enjoy this material world, material existence. So the desire has to be purified by Krishna consciousness. The heart of King Yudhishthira melted with affection when he saw his dearmost friend Lord Krishna after such a long separation, and he embraced the Lord again and again. In this chapter, particularly, Uddhava, Narad Muni, the two messengers who came to Lord Krishna. The first messengers, they were telling about the situation, how they were arrested by Jarsandha, and they are in a fearful state, and now they have surrendered himself to Lord Sri Krishna completely. First thing is the fear of material existence. It says padam padam yad vipadam. It's every step. This material world is a place of danger. So we can learn from this very nice instructions of the kings. They're conveying the message like this. We are fearful of, O Krishna, immeasurable soul. Due to fear of material existence, now we have come to you. at your shelter, at your lotus feet. So Krishna's lotus feet is the only shelter. So one in transcendental knowledge, actually, Krishna's mercy is not the absolute truth. It's a mercy of his uh, a very elevated soul. We do devotion. Devotion cannot be is not. It's only by the mercy of a highly elevated personality, ek madhyam adhikari. Our spiritual life can become. We get the real mercy. So one should approach a sadhu who is on a madhyam adhikari stage. In that situation, he can give. It says the spiritual master Sri Vigra Aradhana Nityanana Sringaratan Mandir Marjano. He's engaging in worshipping the deities, and he also engages his disciples in worshipping the deities like that. Sri Vigra Aradhana Nityanana Sringaratan Mandir Marjanado, decorating the deities. Sri Vigra Aradhana Nityanana Sringaratan Mandir Marjanado Yuktasya Bhaktam Saniyunjatopi. Vande Guru Sri Charana. Spiritual master always absorbed in the wonderful pastimes of Krishna. He's always engaged in this. Chaturvida Shri Bhagavat Prasadu Swadanna Triptan Hari Bhakta Sangam. He offers 4 types of food, which is liquid, and he feels very this enjoys seeing the devotees also eating this. It's wonderful science of Krishna consciousness. So much things are there. So much beautiful topics to learn. So the kings were afraid of fearful existence, and then they are saying because of our separate attitude and our sinful life, we are engaged in sinful activities. But the sinful activities, we have come to your shelter now. Yes, we have come to the shelter of your lotus feet, like that. So that's how whatever we do, activities in Bhagavad Gita say, Yat karoshi juoshi, yat dadashvi krushu madarpanam. Whatever you eat, whatever you offer. So these are the commandments of the scriptures. One has to follow the commandments of scriptures like that. Yat karoshi, yat juoshi, yat dadashvi krushu madarpanam. So the kings approach Lord Krishna in them through the medium of the messenger, and they now then they are glorifying Lord Sri Krishna in different very nice prayers. Very He says people in this world are always engaged in sinful activities. So deep science. We are walking, we are killing ants. We are drinking water, we are committing sins. Then how can one become free from sin? Every step we commit sins by our words, by our action. People in this world are always engaged in sinful activities and are thus bewildered about the real duty, which is to worship you according to your commandments. In this mundane world, people think they work very hard, then they will become happy like that. But we see the situation of the world, they are more miserable as time goes. So here it says, people in this world are always engaged in sinful activities and bewildered about the real duty, which is we worship you according to your commandments. So one has to make a house a temple. Prabhupada also said every house there should be ringing of bell, ting, 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 ting. Every house should be a temple. So this one can establish the deities in the house and make a house a temple. And once we establish the deities at home, then the service will go on regular basis. Either if we cannot do, we should engage our family members in this wonderful process. So the deities are bath. It depends on how much serious, sincere one is. On a regular basis, like in the temple, it's like that. Uh, but if you have facilities in home also, but here it says people in the world are always engaged in sinful activities, and this so Krishna can be offered a leaf, tulsi leaf, and water, Ganges water. He can be worshipped like that too also. Like Advaita Acharya, he called out for the Lord in a very crying separation, in a crying mood. He just offered Ganges water and tulsi. So one has facilities we can offer with a very elaborate worship also. Says people in this world are always engaged in sinful activities and thus bewildered about the real duty, which is to worship you according to your commandments and perform arti, that the deities, and dress them with newly dressed clothes. And the offering plates also will be separate for the Lord. And our eating plate and Lord's plate should not be clean for also that also separate. We have to use some separate. So it's very detailed like that. Very conscious before being Krishna conscious like that. Not contaminate Lord's plate with our plate like that. For because this tongue is very contaminated actually of all the senses. Like how this body is contaminated. If we have this body, this is a proof. So, but in engaging by worship of the Lord, one can be purified. So, waking up the deities early in the morning, doing Mangalarti, before that offering nice rabdi or sweet milk preparations, water with tulsi, and preparing a plate for the Lord with nice sandalwood paste in that way. And on Ekadasi, you can use chandan and lemon and give bath to the deities on a regular basis, and what was convenient. It's very beautiful process. Every home should become a temple. That's what Srila Prabhupada wanted. The chanting of Hare Krishna, Kirtan, and Mangalarti, and in the afternoon, Raj Bhog Arti, and then 4 o'clock Rasa Arti, and the evening Sandhya Arti, and nights Shan Arti, sleeping like that. In this way, always absorbed in worshipping the Lord, glorifying the Lord with kirtan and then deities. So our house can also become a temple and invite devotees to the house to glorify Krishna and come to the temple whenever possible or make a house a temple like that. So the beautiful, we dress the Lord very nice ornaments. So when we take the Ganges water, we bath the deities and sandalwood paste like that, beautiful. And different dresses we change on a regular basis in the temple morning. So according to one's capacity like that. In the temple, it twice they change morning and evening like that. Day dress and night dress like that. So that impression will be there like that. So one can make a house a temple. So it's very people in this world are always engaged in sinful activities and thus be bewildered about the real duty, which is to worship you according to your commandments. So one has to become serious, one has to become sincere in this. Then he should bring the deities and it should not become like a toy, like an. This activity will truly become them good fortune. So according to your commandments, according to the commands of the Bhagavad Gita, whatever activities we do for the pleasure of we eat, we offer it to the Lord before, and then we take it as a remnants. And we can all make a nice breakfast before and off to the Lord. We can offer Raj Bhoga and then Sandhya Bhoga, like light something. So wonderful science. Yes, the people in this world are always engaged in sinful activities and thus bewildered about the real duty, which is to worship you according to your commandments. This activity would truly bring them good fortune. It's all good. When Lakshmi, Narayan is worshipped, Lakshmi also comes. If you follow the path of religious, then naturally everything material also success is possible. This activity will truly bring them good fortune. Let us offer obeisance unto the all-powerful Lord, who appears as time suddenly cut down one's stubborn hope for a long life in this world. Wow, so high statement. Let us offer our obeisances unto the all-powerful Lord. Offer our obeisances to the Lord like that. Always remember Krishna by offering obeisances. In this way, we can make our conscious always be Krishna. The more you offer obeisances before offering to the Lord, and after the offering is taken to the Lord, there's some particular prayers for offering food to the Lord also. We can have the deity worship. You can go on the website uh, deity worship manual or ISKCON deity worship. In that, we'll find all the detailed process, and this way enliven our consciousness. Let us offer our obeisance unto the all powerful Lord. So, always thinking of Krishna offering. In this way, our consciousness we can elevate to pure Krishna consciousness. Because an householder should always engage in deity worship like that, and chanting of Hare Krishna. In this way, his consciousness can be purified. Let us offer our obeisance to the all powerful Lord, who appears as time and suddenly count downs one stubborn hope for a long life in this world. Everybody wants to live a long life. Why people work so hard? They want money, they have a name, fame, like that. They want to show it like that. So that stubborn hope for a long life in this world, time cuts it off. It's every moment is going, every second is going, every second. Like that word one in Japan, it says 1 minute. So when an Indian went over there, he was 1 minute late. 9 o'clock his appointment was there. He was just 1 minute late. And then in Japan he said, if you're 1 minute late means you left your body 1 minute. You're late, late so and so, like that. So much time is valuable. 1 minute also cannot come back. Sunrise, sunset, and the day is gone. Every step time it goes. Let us offer obeisance to the Lord who appears time and suddenly cut down the stubborn hope for a long life in this world. Hare Krishna. So wonderful science of Krishna. And then you are the predominant Lord of the universe, have descended and have descended into this world with your personal power to protect the saintly and suppress the wicked. We cannot understand. So these kings are saying you have come to protect the saintly person, but we cannot understand. And how can one transgress your law and enjoy the fruits of his work? So beautiful. Or there's karma bandhana. Karma means I want to enjoy the fruits of my work, and then it becomes a bondage in this world. Fruit you work, fruit as we sow, we reap. Like we enjoy the fruits of our work, like that, good or bad. It is all under the influence of time. It says. So one has to become devoted to Lord like that. One has to surrender to Krishna. O Lord, with his corpse-like body always full of fear, we bear the burden of relative happiness of kings, which is just like a dream. This corpse-like body always full of fear. What is his body actually? It's repeatedly under the cycle of birth, old age, disease. Repeatedly is going, coming and going, coming repeatedly. And it's always full of fear. Every time we are fearful like that. Like a pigeon is eating a grain, but it's full of fear. It's looking here and there. Human life has become like that. It's always full of fear. Like in this, we now recently this magnificent Adbhut temple Nityanand's prediction was there that there should be a temple. Hare Krishna. Yeah, yeah. It says, yeah, with this corpse-like body always full of fear. It's okay. We bear the burden of the relative happiness of kings, which is like a dream. So whatever position, it's all temporary. Name, fame, people aspire these things in this world. That's a nice story we said about Balam rice. Like, it's a very nice example, like Balam rice. He had one landlord had his land, but he had no servant to work because whenever he kept servant, they used to go away. And his friend suggested give a nice balam rice with nice and butter, very first class pure cow ghee like that. And slowly the worker started to stay. Then he used to give more work, and the worker used to say, "No, no, no. Now I can't do that much work." And he used to, "I'm going away." And they used to go away some other place, and they used to remember this nice rice, and they used to come back. So this name, fame, position is very strong in this world like that. Everybody wants to say the spiritual master is very expert. So he knows that conditioned soul cannot engage fully in the service of Lord because he wants sense gratification. So he arranges such a facility so they can be stayed in service of Lord like that. Spiritual mastery. We always so the service, Lord being full of fear, we bear the burden of fleeting happiness, kings, which is like a dream. Thus, we have rejected the real happiness of the soul, which comes by rendering selfless service to you. It says, rejected the real happiness of the soul. So, how can the soul be satisfied? It's only true being Krishna consciousness by rendering selfless service. When a person is paid, that's not a service like that. It's like it's like, but we it's another this beautiful temple, Mayapur. It's very nice project like that. Very nice project came up, and the this temple will attract uh, people from all over the world. Like Ram temple came in Ayodhya, is also very opulent, and there were many speakers who had come to Mayapur. We can see in the Mayapur miracle happening, Mayapur. Miracle happening, Narsimdev temple, Mayapur. Uh, so it's wonderful. Like first day, Amrish Prabhu, His Holiness, and his wife Swaha Mataji, His Holiness Jayapataka Maharaj, Loknath Swami, Holiness Loknath Swami, and then was there another spoke, and yeah, they spoke about this temple. It's beautiful. So when then when another day there were other speakers like Gopal Krishna Maharaj also spoke, Devaki Nandan Prabhu spoke, and Revati Raman Prabhu. Um, it was my good fortune to have their associations when I was young, like all these great personalities, wonderful souls like Radhanath Maharaj also spoke, His Holiness Radhanath Maharaj. Uh, uh, so it's a lot of their association, and as a Brahmacharya, Jayapataka Maharaj in Mayapur. Here, he had a very effulgent personality, very strong. Even now, he's very strong looking uh, and has a very effulgent personality. He's, he was saying Narsim Dev can appear from anywhere. Any from the pillar also he can come like that. And this temple is, he sang Narsimha prayers like that. And the devotees were very joyful. Uh, uh, Loknath Maharaj said, "My job is like just like a squirrel taking a small this. So I'm doing this service. And my attempt is like that." But Devakinandan, Revati Raman Prabhu, he appreciated, he told the story of Narsimha, the different temples in South India, especially. There are many temples in India. Narsimha, well, Vishakhapatnam, it's on the top hill. It's covered by uh, sandalwood whole year because it's very fiery. Like so, to keep it cool, they put it sandalwood paste. The whole year is covered. Once a year, they remove it, and a lot of people come, hundreds of thousands of people to have this darshan. It's a beautiful temple in Andhra Pradesh, and there are many temples in South India of Narasimha. And then in Vijayawada also there is a temple of Narasimha Dev on the top of hill, and below that there's the temple of the Pandavas that built. Uh, it's a very huge, nice structure, very good. In that temple also we can see like that that Narasimha Dev's is a nice. They put a golden. They offered jaggery water in the mouth like that, and you can put your hand inside the mouth, and it can see that it's closed like that. But that when devotees come and offer this uh, ingredient, there's a sound coming from, and then the pujari gives them back like that. It's a very special deity like that. There's a pond also there. Another one place in Andhra Pradesh, that's also lake, beautiful. Yeah, Ahobilam, where Hiranyakashipu was killed like that. It's also uh, very nice in the impression if you go there, if you can remember all the time. Hobilam also is a very beautiful place in a forest. It is this temple. So, but this temple, Narsimha Dev, especially this um, Revitinaman was saying from the two goddesses, this deity, when especially in India, at that time the dacoits robbed the deities, they tried to steal, and at that time the devotees were injured, and then even the devotees lost their legs like that. In that, but they were so much surrendered to Krishna, and they are carrying on this Krishna consciousness still like that, preaching that. So Revati Raman told this, so that it was informed that you bring Narsimha, Ugra Narsimha, that fearful Narsimha, then all other obstacles will go away. That so they were established, and this particular deity had a lot of history. Like they, when the devotees went to South India to find, the priest told that the no, we cannot do this because my spiritual master told this. This is like fire. You cannot. You have to remain a brahmachari whole life to worship Ugra Narsimha like that. Otherwise, it's very risky. So we can't do. Then next time he called the devotees that my spiritual master told that you are from ISKCON. ISKCON people chant Hare Krishna. So I'm giving this deities. So after 6 months, they got this. Uh, got this. So the sculptors was trying difficult to find a stone for this deity. That deity has to have a special sound from each sound like that, and it makes different varieties of sound like that. There are temples in South India also. There is in Karnataka. Hare Krishna. Yeah, their pillars are. It's not touching the floor, and each pillar you hit, there are different music coming like that. You can hear the sound. There also a huge Narasimha deities are there. So many temples like, but this temple Narasimha Dev like that, lot 10,000 people's capacity is there like that. That was the construction plan, and they built this temple. So, so somehow they got this finally the stone, and then the deity was carved, and it was brought to Mayapur. And after that, everything became calm, very nice. And now the big temple is coming. And Devakinandan Gopal Krishna Maharaj also spoke that there are millionaires, billionaires in India now. They are coming up. India is progressing materially. So we have to build this temple here. We have to approach these people. They should queue for the temple. Like that. And Devakinandan Prabhu told that, oh, this, if a, and after that, they will build a Vedic city. Vedic city means all devotees. Prabhupada said 50,000 devotees will stay there. Like that. A very huge. So next plan is like that. After this temple will be built in Narasimha Dev temple is almost 50% built. Amrish Mana told 50% of work is left. The 50% of that. So still a lot of funds required. So Devkinand Prabhu told that even if Gopal Krishna Maharaj, Radhanath Maharaj, yeah, Amrish, and Jai Padaka, they can build this temple. They have so much this, but they are waiting for the Vedic city. So, so they are planning for that. Like that. So this temple comes up because Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's prediction is that 10,000 years this movement will go on. So Mayapur is a holy place, and imagine now in every place like so the cost will rise high like that. The plant price already is high, very high. It's more than US also. Vrindavan also like that. Yeah, they also the cost. So when the cost is high, naturally you need money, lot of money, even to survive that. Like but it's nice to stay in a holy place. Our it says, "Oh Lord, with this corpse life always full of fear, we bear the burden of reality, happiness of things, which is just like a dream. Thus we have rejected the real happiness soul, which comes by rendering selfless service to you. Being so very wretched, we simply suffer in this life under the spell of your illusion energy. We are all suffering. Nobody can say is free from suffering. Everybody is suffering in this world. Suffering from body, suffering from mind, suffering from climate, suffering from other living entities. And especially when the modes of nature, passion, ignorance is more, then the suffering is more like that. It says, these kings are coming. Oh Lord, with this corpse body always full of fear, we bear the burden of relative happiness of kings, which is just like dream. Thus we have rejected the real happiness of the soul, which comes by rendering selfless service. Material existence means sense gratification. And so everybody we see that they are trying to make them materially happy, like how to be materially happy, and they are rejecting the real happiness of souls. So these holy places, like Vaikuntha, Prabhupada says, these temples are Vaikuntha, and then rendering selfless service to you, then that can bring real happiness. Yes, real happiness which comes by rendering selfless service. That's Anya Vilashita Sunya. That's the topmost stage. That's pure devotional service. One should aspire for this. There, then thereafter, Narad Muni is being honored by Lord Sri Krishna. Uh, he says, "You travel around to uh, to drive away the fear of this. Just by saintly persons come, so all the fear goes away. You travel all over the world like that by presence, like that. Yeah. So that yes, yes. Narad accepted. Three worlds have attained freedom from all fear. What that is the influence of such a great person. You travel all over throughout the world. Krishna is saying that. Certain today the three worlds have attained freedom from all fear. For it that is the influence of such a great personality. As you travel all throughout all the world. Imagine Narad Muni would come. Srila Prabhupada once was doing lecture and he said, "Oh, Narad Muni is there, uh, Brahma is there," like that. But you cannot see, I can see like that. Hare Krishna. Transcendental ecstasy of Srila Prabhupada. Uh, Hare Krishna. There's nothing known with God. Therefore, please tell us what Pandavas intended to do. So, Krishna is saying what the Pandavas want to do. Then Narad Muni informed Krishna that, you know, yeah, I've seen many times influence, instrument power of your Maya. Narad Muni is saying what to say, instrument power of your Maya. You should build even the creator of the universe, Brahma. So the Maya is very strong, but one has to surrender to Krishna. Unless one doesn't surrender to Krishna, Maya will give you trouble in many ways. Hare Krishna. Sarvadharman Parityagya Mam Ekam Sharanam Vraja Aham Tvam Sarvapapebhyo Mokshishyami Ma Suja. You expand with so living entities are constantly going in the cycle of birth and can be delivered by and say hearing of the pastimes of Lord Krishna. Janma karma cha me divyam evam yo vedi tatvata. So then Krishna is asking Narad Muni. Then Krishna is asking Uddhava, and Uddhava is saying that Yudhishthira Maharaj is going to perform a Rajyasya sacrifice, and he is going to conquer all direction, and so and he will arrest. He will arrest. He can uh, take over Jasanda, and he will arrest Jasanda also. He has the capacity, and Bhima and Krishna and Arjun should go in the dress of a Brahmana, because Jasanda is very charitable. He cannot kill with the armies because he becomes very stronger than that, because he has the strength of 10,000 elephants. So Uddhava informed, and Yudhishthira Maharaj was trying to welcome Lord Sri Krishna. So this is Lord Krishna, Yudhishthira Maharaj. When Lord Krishna came, Yudhishthira Maharaj, with affection, long embraced Lord Krishna again and again. So when we are totally absorbed, fully engaged in devotional service, we feel a natural inclination. When we see a devotee, we offer our respects. We become very happy, just like that, when we fully absorb in the service of Lord Krishna. That's a gradual process like that. When we are engaged in Krishna consciousness, full determination like that. Hare Krishna. So this the whole teaching so very nice. Yeah. Hare Krishna. So here how Yudhishthira melted with affection when he saw his dearmost friend Lord Krishna. That's what actually is devotional service means. One should be happy, joyful. Devotional service is to sukam. Kartam avyaya. It's full of joy, full of bliss. It's not miserable like that. When we engage in devotional service, actually, without any motivation, sincerely engage in devotional service. One should be happy on seeing the devotees. There shouldn't be no enviousness in Krishna. It's not to pull one's leg. The example is given: a crab you put in a bottle, it goes up, then it pulls another. That's the nature of materialistic way of life. But in spiritual way of life, it should not be like that. One is progressing, is not then one should help another like that. Krishna. That's what a devotee means. Devotee means preaching means he should bring, awaken the Krishna consciousness in other living entities. Yeah, dormant Krishna consciousness. Because Krishna consciousness is within everybody. That's what devotee means, to awaken the Krishna consciousness. Preaching means. That's what Krishna means. Because living entity has forgotten Krishna since time immemorial. Jivere Kripa Kela Krishna Ved Puran. By the mercy of Guru and Krishna. By the mercy of devotee. Yeah, this is very beautiful science of Krishna consciousness. We saw many devotees. Uh, yeah, I will read from some lectures. Srila Prabhupada. This material existence. In water, life there is air is there. There is an, but life is different from water. They are attracted by these varieties of material things, and when time comes, we put into that. Everything is moved from his side except the body of a dog to accept type of body according to his activities. Jawaharlal Nehru, he was a prime minister of India. Then he became, no, you don't know what our consciousness. So material existence meant to satisfy the senses. That is material existence. Don't you see that everyone is planning for some material? Just that one. Yeah. So everyone is trying for fame and so on, desiring. That is the cause of bondage. What is this fame? What is desiring? This is going on. That is the cause of his bondage. The life is desiring to gratify his senses like that. Then he becomes in bondage. Krishna is so kind, whatever you desire, you get it. But the natural thing is loving Krishna. Yeah. Yes, but the loving is misplaced now. That I think every the principle of loving Krishna is different so many ways. Instead of loving Krishna, loving so many nonsense things, we are becoming implicated. What's the reason of becoming implicated? It says instead of loving Krishna, we are loving something else, temporary things, and we become implicated. The principle is love, but instead of loving the right person, you are loving so many things. Hare Krishna. Premanjana Chachurita Bhakti Vilochanena Santa Sadaiva Hideshu. So all the activities, whatever we do, we have to do in a state of consciousness, like the dress cloth for the Lord, the towels or covering, everything should be very neat and clean, like that, first class. Uh, and to bring, some people are charitable, they can give nice towels for the Lord, covering plates. Very neat, clean it should look. Everything is first class. When you go in the puja room, you feel transcendental place like that. Offering, you say first class. When we have do lot tapasya, get up early, like now the morning programs are there. It's a good sign. But the chanting also should be all together in Assaja. The chanting not should be too loud. In other temples there are a lot of devotees, but in the temple only one devotee will chant loudly, then it will be disturb other devotees. You cannot concentrate on chanting like that. Chanting also should be done softly. It should be disturbance, and one should face the deities of the Lord, not to should be the center of. That also diverts your mind. That's something new I'm seeing. Previous the sannyasis, they were effulgent, they were looking nice. Our expressions also should be nice like that. It should be very pleasing like that. It should not be contaminating. Otherwise, this temple is a place for devotional search to awaken the dormant Krishna consciousness. Yeah, there are many devotees dancing, and the girls were chanting. Boys in the group, young boys, young girls. Now we are missing since 5 years. We don't see it. Many things slowly, slowly. As Kali Yuga is there. Tatasyanudinam, everything will decline. But still, Kali Yuga devotional service is going. That's also separate. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Okay. Any comments? Any questions? So yeah, other thing, father's affection is there, mother's affection, child's affection is there. The father never forgets the affection, but the child forgets by bad association. Similarly, Krishna does not forget us, but we have forgotten. So this process is to revive our natural position to love Krishna. Now we are unnatural in unnatural condition, forgetting Krishna. So this Krishna consciousness to bring everyone to his original consciousness. Affection, love between the child and father, and that is the best service to society. Suppose nobody is greater than God. We are all children of God. Therefore, we are children of the richest man. Because who can be richer than God? Who can be powerful than God? We are sons of God. We have forgotten. Just a boy from his childhood, he has left his home. Very rich father, loitering in the street. He has no insufficient food, clothing, sufficient clothing. So somebody sees, oh, this boy belongs to that rich man. He's living in such a wretched man. So best service to bring the boy back to his father. So you have a rich man's son. Now you're after a morsel of bread. So people are trying to serve human society by morsel of food. That's all. We are trying to bring back to his father. Therefore, Krishna consciousness is the best service to humanity, because his all problem will be solved as soon he goes back to his father. No more problem. Therefore, everyone should take seriously about this Krishna conscious movement. So Prabhupada says, emphasize giving the example of a child. He goes away from his father. He's a wealthy person, but somehow he's then somebody brings back, then he feels comfortable. Similarly, we have forgotten about Krishna, our love for Krishna, and this Krishna consciousness is the best service to humanity. And this is our duty for everyone has to take it seriously. This Krishna consciousness. This is of the International Society of Krishna Consciousness. Not ignore somebody. You have to take everyone together like that. So that's why in India is, you can see it's very lot of devotees are there. Very lot of devotees are there. Very nice, growing. In West it is declining, but India is growing. And Prabhupada was here, it was very happy. But it's still going on. In the congregation is going. The congregation is increasing. But in quality, not quantity. Quality is also important. Correct. So develop love for Krishna. Hare Krishna. And take it seriously. Say so. What Prabhupada says. So any comments, any questions? So without, unless coming to Krishna, because whatever we are acting is sinful. Padam Padam Yadvi Padam. World is made in them. Any comments? Any questions? Just inspire.
Thank you for your class, Prabhuji. One thing, as far as I don't want to go so far off topic of what's going on, this is kind of um, hard to really keep up because we're so um, low on manpower. We don't have a lot of people here, so it's really hard to implement so many different things. Ideally, there's the things are in place as far as what should be, but um, I'm wondering how we can get more people. Do you have any thoughts about how we can bring more people into the service?
Thoughts, good desire, good this. Yes, there should be a vision like that. Considering of how the fallen souls can, the Bhagavatam, the 6 questions were asked, namely sharing the sages were inquiring how the people of this world can be benefited, right? They were concerned, they performed a yajna of 1,000 years, and all the sages came over there and there. So we heard about Narad Muni, they became fearful by such personalities. So a lot of preachers come and preach, then many people come, like that, traveling preachers like that, because they have the potency uh, to invoke devotional service and all this, like. They can invoke means the invoke enthusiasm like that. So we need preachers who mostly who are, they should be invited, more devotees should be invited, and then it on regular basis like that. Then that's one thing, and it's up to how the management takes it seriously. That depend on how they take. It's up to them because it comes from top like that. Everything comes from there, and our endeavor also should be that we should try our best to be Krishna consciousness. But our Krishna consciousness become when we see enthusiasm, when we see there are senior devotees, we get the enthusiasm like that. Example like that. If everybody is a neophyte, then they will then deviate from the real science of Krishna consciousness. And it's happened like many. And I came in 2003 year and I see it also. Well, what can be done? So slowly many things gone like, uh, but still Krishna consciousness is there. It's it's not so easy to maintain a big temple. What to say of temple? Even a house to maintain is very difficult. So doing this, it's a wonderful job. Uh, I think said, I've given the kingdom of God, now you maintain it. So it's very funds, lot of funds is required. We need devotees also to engage in devotional service. We need a lot of devotees also. So we are concerned over the devotees actually. Then then everything will be nice. Will be take care. Anyone is coming to Krishna consciousness, Prabhu says, once Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati, we heard about this one devotee left the movement due to some illicit affair something, and then he went, had a shop he was working, and Bhaktisiddhanta Thakur got upset with the disciples, and he told, bring him back. We have spent gallons of blood to make a devotee like that. Because of his previous habit, one may do some mischief like that. But if one is stick to Krishna, that doesn't mean he may commit again mistake, but he should stick to Krishna consciousness like that. So it depends on the seriousness of the mistake. So, but yes, devotee is so valuable. Like devotee has given his whole life for Krishna. There's no ordinary thing like that. It's not an ordinary thing. To give one's life to Krishna is not a cheap thing like that. It's to go after day, year after year. Like Parikshit Maharaj was cursed by Sringi, Then his father told what Sringi saying what many this year watchdog, it's condemning, dogs they are always looking here and there, they are watching like that. He's giving his lowest like that. He was the king of this. Then you're eating over this like that. He cursed him 7 days like that. And then his father saying that you made a big mistake, But it was the arrangement of time Lord like that. Srimad Bhagavatam, you heard from Sukdev Goswami. Like that. Very nice, powerful. So when the personalities come, sadhus come, they give inspiration like that. And devotees' care should be taken. Devotee is not so that I think. And first class prasad should be there. Prasad should be first class, very opulent, very nice. So the devotees want to go like nice. So they see nice devotees are cooking nice, opulent, nice food. Yeah, devotees also should be healthy also like that. So everything, and they are also engaged in devotional service, not like that just eat and sleep. Then also that will be a problem. Uh, regulated life. The devotee makes the temple. Like devotee is there, Lord is there, Lord is there, devotee is there, and devotees means should be blissful, joyful like that, doing devotional service. If we see devotees only are miserable, then who will be seeing other unnice miserable? They don't obey, he ignores, uh, and like that. A new bhakta, there is a training actually. New bhakta, we get first, second initiation directly. Now we have no manpower, alter. Uh, if we are practicing, like even Sanatan, all the Goswamis, they are saying we have nothing, no qualification. What to say of practicing 30 years and this? In a few years, you take second initiation and then you worship deity, then you will commit a lot of mistakes. And after a few years, you're not seen like that. So everything has to be training is there. Like training should be there. So that's depend on the manner how we take care of devotees, how much nicely. So devotees want just a place to stay and nice. There were full-time devotees first, like a lot of full-time devotees. Now people are working and then you're doing this as a source of not. It's some. It's good, but you know, then devotees get inspired like that. Oh, this person is like selfless service. We heard, right? How one can be real, be happy like that. Yeah. Then you get more enthusiasm, more this. Otherwise, our enthusiasm loses. Like try to pull others leg and stop. Actually, you should have good relation also. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much. Anything, Mataji? Hare Krishna. I like your always. Uh, huh? You say something? Thank you. Hare Krishna. Jai Shri Prabhupada ki Jai Srimad Bhagavatam.